What's up, guys? CryptoSavy here. I hope everybody's having a fabulous Monday, and I hope you had a great weekend. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin and see what's happening. Is the bottom of this correction in, or do we have further to go? I'm going to show you the key areas I'm watching and looking at. You can make up your own mind and decide what you think, and I'd like to hear in the comments below what you think, where you think we're headed, where you think we're going to bounce. If this isn't the bounce, definitely let me know below in the comments below. Also, there's a free Discord group. There's a link to it in the description below the video. Definitely check it out, guys. It is 100% free, and it is an awesome community. If you love crypto, you'll love the community. Let's get into the charts and see what's going on. Alright guys, as always, I want to start out by saying I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is my opinion and my view of the market only. Anybody that's doing any trading or investing in this market, I suggest you do your own due diligence and your own research, as this market is extremely volatile and risky. Also, keep in mind it's still a speculative market. Do not put in more than you're willing to lose. And with that being said, if you're new here or you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's totally free. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. I do daily updates every single day and nightly live streams a couple times a week. So definitely make sure your notification bell is ticked. Also, guys, smash the likes. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think this correction is over or we still have more to go. I'm curious to hear what everybody has to say. And I'm going to give you my opinion now. We've looked at this before, and something I want to point out. This is the weekly, and this is the Brave New Coin Liquid Index. So I want to show you, this is the 55 EMA, the yellow right here. We are below it now. We did have a wick below it a couple weeks ago. Again, this is the weekly. And if we look over here, I'm going to point out real quick that when we have a dip below, as long as we don't open and close a candle below this, we're still in good shape. So, and as you can see, when we do open and close below it, then we remain below it, and that becomes resistance. But as long as we're above it, that is our support, and it's usually a strong support. You can see we went below it here and couldn't quite stay above it, and we had that big drop last December. We got back above it. It was holding as support, and now we broke through over here, came back up. As long as we can close this weekly, guys, above the $8,000 range, I think we're still in good shape, regardless of what anybody is saying with all the fear. And, you know, buy the fear and sell the euphoria. You hear it all the time, but nobody really goes by it because their emotions take control. If your emotions are taking control of you probably shouldn't be in this market. You will lose money because you'll probably buy when it's going up, and you'll probably sell when it's going down. Horrible, horrible decision. You guys need to learn what Bitcoin is, how it works, and what it's about before getting in. I just see so many people. If you don't believe in Bitcoin, you probably shouldn't be here because you're not going to be able to hold it. Anyways, as you can see over here, I have these three trend lines drawn in here. This is the bull market of 2013, and this trend line comes down. We had two touches of resistance before breaking through and starting the next bull run. This is the 2017 bull run, followed by the bear market. Same thing, two touches of resistance before starting the bull market. If you can see here, these are each 4 years apart. This is November 2013, December 2017, and this is December 2021. Will we see the same thing? We'll know in about 4 years. So let's look at what's going on now. I have the Fibonacci retracement on here, and we've been talking about this golden pocket zone. I know a lot of people were talking about the 0.618 golden retrace. Guys, the 0.65 and 0.618, this is the gold pocket zone. We did dip below it, but as you can see, we still are remaining within these the trend lines here. I'm actually going to make them a little bit wider so we can see them. And I do have another one below, a dotted one. We'll talk about that too in a second. But we are remaining within these now. We did get a nice bounce here. And I do, let me get this off of here. The 200 EMA on the weekly, would be around, if we were to continue down now, would probably be around the $4,900 range, guys. I don't think we're going to see that at all. I know a lot of people are calling for it. It is possible. If we look here at the 0.786, this, if we can't get above this, remain in this pocket, if we fall below it again, below this 0.65, which is at about the 98, or I'm sorry, the 68.60 range. If we can't hold above that, we may be coming all the way back down to this $5,400 area. We'll talk about that in a second. Also, I want to point out though, guys, as you can see, since we peaked up here in July, or was that June? June, July. It was July. So when we peaked in July over here, we are in this formation. I do still believe this is a big bull flag. If you look at it on the monthly, which I'll go over to it now, it's still perfectly inside the trend lines on the monthly. If you don't think that looks like a bull flag, I don't know what a bull flag is. I still think this looks like a bull flag, guys. Let's go back over to the weekly. And what I was talking about here is, if you look, the volume's still declining ever since we had this peak back here in June. Actually, it was in June. So ever since we had that peak in June, you can see the volume's declining. We are in this formation. I do believe, in my opinion, guys, this week is going to be crucial. If we can get a nice push up this week, we may be breaking this possibly this year in December. So let's take a look at the daily now. Looking at the daily, same thing. I still have the fibs drawn in there, and as you can see, we popped below that 0.65 and we are now above it. And on the daily, if we were to close this candle like this, I would not be upset at all if we closed in this range today. That would be forming a Morningstar, and we'll take a look at this Morningstar formation here in a minute, because I do believe there is one in the 4-hour. But as you can see, with everybody bearish, there is good reason for it. We have the 55 EMA crossing the 200 EMA on the daily here. But guys, we've fallen pretty far away from the EMAs. We're most likely going to come up and at least test that $7,500 to $7,700 area. At least. I do believe that. If we can get above the 7,700 and then the 8,000 range, this 8,000 is key by this week, guys. If we can break the 8,000 by the end of this week and close above it, I think we are in extremely good shape. Let's look at the RSI. The RSI, we've had this falling channel drawn here, which we popped out of. That was our big $3,000 within 48 hours. Just so you know, that's what Bitcoin can do, guys, and we can see that again. But we did break back in the channel, and the question is, do we go back above it now? Well, let's look at the 4-hour RSI. If you guys have been watching the channel, I've been talking about this possibly forming an inverse head and shoulder on the 4-hour RSI. If we're most likely going to come up and test this trend line here, guys, right here on the 4-hour RSI. If we can break that, we are most likely going to have a nice bullish move up, and like I said, that might get us to that $7,700, $75 to $7,700 range, and maybe beyond. Most likely though, when we come out of this, we'll come back down to retest it before continuing up, so keep that in mind. Let's look at the price action, see what that's saying. So in the price action, like I said, we are back above the 0.65 Fibonacci. We did get supported at this line. We got a small wick through it, so I don't think that invalidates the trend line. I think we're still safe there. But what I did want to point out, is right here. If we are to fall back down here through this, if we come back below the 0.65, don't get support on this trend line, that 53.74 to 54, it's actually up a little more, around the $5,400 range, which would be, if we looked at this top line here, and this bottom one is a falling channel, that would be a retest of the bottom of the channel. And if we look over in the daily, that would also, well, no, it would have been on the weekly. On the weekly, it lines up with the 200 EMA, guys, but I don't, like I said, I don't believe we're gonna have to worry about that. This weekend's key though, guys. We got to close this week Sunday night above 8,000 to be very bullish. Like I said, that'll get us back above the weekly 55 EMA. But what I wanted to show you now in the 4 hour, guys, if you're trading or if you want to, you know, start dabbling in leverage trading, which is extremely dangerous, I don't suggest you to go high leverage, and I actually do suggest you to do a practice account first, with not with real money, and then starting out with small amounts of money if you do want to try trading. I'll leave a Bybit tutorial up top, and if you guys use my Bybit link down below, you get a $60 bonus when you sign up. Also, I have a Prime XBT one down there, and if you sign up with them, you get a 35% bonus. So like I said, I'll leave that Bybit tutorial above, and if you want to start dabbling in it or check it out, have at it. All right, looking at this as a Morningstar, as you can see, a Morningstar is after a downtrend. There's one large bearish candle, right? So right here we have one large bearish candle. Then this is our Morningstar. This can be red or green. This is indecision in the market. And then after that we have a large green candle, large bullish candle. As you can see, that should be a continuation up. This is in the 4 hour though, so keep that in mind. And like I said, we could end up forming same type thing in the daily here. That would be amazing. But yeah, so far we're getting resistance right now at the 69.30 range. Our next point of resistance, and that's the 8 EMA in the 4 hour. Next point of resistance going to be around the $7,000 range. Then we'll be looking at 71.66 if we can break that. Next point of resistance is around that 76.50, 7,700 range, guys. I do believe we are going to be coming up to test this $7,700 range at least in the next day or two. So keep an eye on it. And don't forget, my wife's webpage is up, inkyourimage.com. Plenty of t-shirts, coffee mugs, beer koozies, hats, aluminum signs. I will be doing another giveaway here soon. But check it out. She can put any crypto you want, anything at all you want on there. These make great Christmas presents if you want mugs with family pictures or funny sayings. Whatever you want, just contact her. She can put it on there. There's also hoodies and keychains and some other stuff. If you hit her up in the contact, she'll let you know. But I wanted to say thanks, guys, for tuning in. Don't forget to smash the likes. Leave your comments down below. Let me know if you think we bottomed or not. And I appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to click the CryptoSavy logo above my head to get you subscribed. Tick the notification bell to get you notified. Smash those likes. Leave your comments. Take it easy. I may see you tonight. Bye.